I call it a problem, but he's got 129 yards, and he's going to try and cut it low around the trees. Try and run it up through the bunker.
Yeah, just catch the bunker. It did go through the bunker. Oh, almost an unbelievable shot, and just a foot further, it would have crept through that 8-inch rough. And look at this swing. Kenny, watch the swing.
I was watching it. Everything is fine here, but look how he's choking up on the club, and watch this. Look at the left elbow.
That's the big chicken wing.
Holy look.
That's called everything I can do to hit a low slice. Amazing. Wow. Peter Costas, what was that bothered Westwood?
Well, he had only 90 yards to the green, and he just got past it and just bladed it right over the green, Bobby.
He looked at something in the crowd as if something bothered him, or did somebody yell something at him?
I couldn't hear anything when he was getting ready to play.
It looked to obviously bother him, whatever it was, but let's take a look. Tiger Woods, now the gap. One shot. Jimmy?
The last time I can recall Tiger hitting a shot like that was at the PGA 2 years ago. But Weir has made the biggest statement here in the last few minutes. An eagle, and he's back within one.
Frogs do not have the active response system, and it shows. Only the Alero has the active response system. 16 features working together to connect you to the road. Frog, without the active response system. Alero, with the active response system. Alero, by Oldsmobile. Start something.
It's here. It's real. A way to combine voice, video, data, and internet we call Sprint Ion. Integrated on-demand network.
Can we see it from the south side?
Sure.
Great job.
But it's not just about how Sprint Ion will help you bring products and services to market faster. It's about facing your stockholders with a smile. Isn't that the point of contact?
Monday on CBS, Ray Romano. Yeah, he's looking in, hoping you'll check it out. The best comedy. Viewers for quality television have voted it. Everybody Loves Raymond, Mondays on CBS. That shot by Tiger, Kenny, I was saying, remember the Saturday round at Wingfoot 2 years ago when he was right off the tee and he used a similar form coming out of the trees right, where it's all kinds of awesome power and manipulation into that shot. Here he is now, 15. Bobby?
Peter, you got to look at the lie.
Pretty good lie, and he's below the hole, which is where you want to be.
Yep. And a good leave. So mission accomplished for Tiger Woods. Deep in trouble. And earlier, underneath our TV tower, Lee Westwood, after the bladed sand wedge, That just gives you an idea of the severity of this 15th green. That's why we've only had 8 birdies today. Jerry Kelly holed his second shot for an eagle earlier. Kelly, by the way, was the first alternate in the tournament, up to 16.
Stuart Sink on this green in 2, which is a rarity. This is a very fast downhill putt. Very fast downhill putt, and he'll have about 6 feet left for his par. This hole today is cut in the front left. If you miss the green in front, it goes down the hill. If you hit it long, you 3-putt. Let's go back to the other hole. This is easier, 15.
It hadn't been too easy for this group.
After a perfect drive by Lee Westwood, Bobby, bladed wedge over, horrendous line, a brilliant chip back to this point.
So again, another bogey, back-to-back bogeys for Westwood, and suddenly 2 over par for his round. He had it to 8 under through 7 holes, and has played since then in 4 over. And on the tee, Mike Weir. David?
Well, going with a 3-wood again. And yet another good shot.
Aggressive play. I mean, that bisected the fairway. And Tiger, 2.5 feet, but not an easy putt. Solid. So what a 4 for Tiger Woods. Missed 5 fairways already, but still 4 under par in his round, and just showing the variety of the arsenal that he has as he stammers off 15 to 17.
Stuart Sink with a 4-iron, wind from the right, pin cut on the right. The power fade cut, trying to cut it back into the wind.
Good shot.
And very safe. And we'll have a look at the 17th. This is a hole that played 168 yards in 1990. It's now, today, at 205. The green was very close to the water, and it was a very slopey one. It needed to be changed. Bunkers set in the face of the hill don't really come into play. Pin just tucked over that ridge, back right, back to the 16th.
187 yards. That's a 5-iron. You splatted it. Come on, Win. He's trying to get it to go right to left in a hurry. Good shot. Excellent shot there. Pin high by Sergio Garcia.
Didn't touch it.
Missed it by a little bit, he said. I could have hooked it just a little bit more. Let's go back to 15.
And second shot for Mike Weir, David.
128 yards, going at it with a pitching wedge, Bobby.
An advantage for lefty here. He can cut it into this flag. And with the cut comes more spin all over the flag. Beautiful shot. Best of the day. And Weir with that to catch Woods. And a 16.
Tiger Woods on the tee, 3-wood.
Up and over the left corner, Gary cutting it back. It should be good.
Perfect. You want to know what this hole looks like? First of all, we'll start off at 452 yards. That's from the teen area. We'll take a look at it in a minute, but look at it as it widens out that bunker down there and then straight uphill to the green. Tiger Woods, for the time being, has got a 1-shot lead over Mike Weir.
Test your investing IQ. Here's a statement from Company A. Or, here's a statement from Company B. Do you prefer A or B? If you chose B, you might be interested in Unlimited Advantage from Merrill Lynch. For a simple annual fee, you get the tools you need to help you achieve your financial goals. Because when you succeed, we succeed.
Who called this meeting?
I'm out of here.
Small business software, $400. Letterhead, $610. Office supplies, $90. Remembering who you work for, priceless. MasterCard Business Bonuses lets you earn miles good on any airline, no blackouts. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard Business Card.
Ask your doctor about Viagra.
You've heard about it. You've read about it. Now see 5 of the best martial law episodes in 5 nights. You gotta teach me stuff like that. Martial Law Week begins Tuesday on CBS.
Skip Kendall probably doesn't know this, but this putt is, oh, so fast. No one's left it short. Not bad. Not bad at all right there. Excellent. The Skip will need that putt. Jules is his first name. To remain at 7 under par. This is the hardest hole on the golf course, the toughest ranked. It's also in ranking the toughest green to hit into. Let's go to 17.
Stuart Sink pin high with his tee shot. Uphill putt for a birdie. Hale would almost hold his bunker shot from the right. Sand. This is a little uphill. It's been fooling some players, many of them coming up short. But an easy par for Sink. Stays at 9 under. Decent birdies on this hole. Brian Watts and David Duval, who've been struggling on the back 9, hit it very close. 4-iron, the club of choice for Sink and Duval. Back to the 16th.
Well, Sergio has walked around and looked at this, just looking for the speed here, just trying to get the speed right. Not one you can go huffing and puffing at. He slings it way to the right. The ball line, he's starting to walk. He's starting to walk. He's done this about 3 or 4 times. Trying to get a little different vantage point to it. And let's go to 15.
Down the slope, big break. And a tough putt. He just busted it right through the break, David Fairdy.
Well, he hasn't missed too many of those. Really putted beautifully all week, but that was a very difficult one.
16.
And Sergio knocks it right in there. No problem. It's a good, solid par. He's 3 shots back. Finding some loose change around the greens. Let's go to 15.
103rd ranked player in the world, Mike Weir. And for the second time this year, he's taken on Tiger Woods. Trails by 1. And that would be quite a pairing again. They were paired in the final round of the Motorola Western Open last month. To 16.
I'd pick on another guy, I think, if I was Mike Weir. But he is a sporty little player, as is this one right here. Skip Kendall. Shadow's starting to get long here in the afternoon in Chicago. This hole cut today on the front left of this green. And if you come up short, it rolls all the way down the hill about 30 yards. Let's go to 18.
And Singh, this is another one right to left.
Picked that up pretty fast.
Oh, you see why.
I would too if I hit it right dead center in the fairway.
Turned the corner, no less. Got a left-handed bounce.
That little white spot you see there is a 150-yard marker to the center of the green. And one of our looks today at Hale Irwin has been a very disappointed day for Hale.
It began with a 3-putt bogey at the first hole. Got to set the pace. 5 over for the round today, even for the championship. Now, kind of fan that one.
Left the head cover on the driver. You know, we were talking about it. If he had had a strong finish, he might have been a pick, maybe.
Would have been an interesting thought. 16.
This is, ooh, ow. I ducked up here. Peter Costas, what's that doing?
That's in the front bunker, Gary. It was 195 yards, and he has definitely lost his paces. Now Tiger 190, perfect position. See those 5-iron up the hill.
Those trees on the left for your viewers, he's got to snug it right against those and then hook it a little bit. Well, I just mashed that one to the back of the green. He'll have a nice putt at it, about 35, 40 feet down the hill, very fast, and let's go to 17.
The tee slightly more elevated than the green. Sergio on the tee. Well, there was a be right, was it, from Sergio? And maybe his caddy, Jerry. Very good shot. Safely to the heart of the green for Sergio. 3 behind Tiger Woods. Tiger's got a tough first putt at 16. We'll be back to the sunshine in Chicago in a moment.
Steering so precise. We're still trying to find a word more precise than precise. Intrigue. With state-of-the-art steering and suspension systems. Intrigue by Oldsmobile. Start to command performance. Start something.
It's here. It's real. A way to combine voice, video, data, and internet we call Sprint Ion. Integrated on-demand network.
Can we see it from the south side?
Sure.
Great job.
But it's not just about how Sprint Ion will help you bring products and services to market faster. It's about facing your stockholders with a smile. Isn't that the point of contact?
Golf is always more fun when you're learning the game with a friend. And giving friendly instruction and inspiration is what we do. So look for a PGA professional at your local public course or private club. The PGA of America. We make the game fun. For kids.
Football fever is in the air as the Jets battle the Packers in a preseason clash and get fired up for the fourth. The NFL on CBS, the way it should be.
Trying to avoid his 3rd bogey in a row, Lee Westwood. In the front right bunker here at 16. Oh, yeah. That's a 2 thumbs up right there. Lee Westwood, beautiful bunker shot. And now back on the tee. Remember, he likes to hook it. This calls for a cut, though, for a left-hander. David Fairday, did he do that? They're all applauding.
No, just hugs the trees on the left. A really nice shot there.
Beautiful.
Pretty much dead straight.
Tiger now in the back of the green. Trying to check out right at the hole just to see it's really tipped at the hole, right where he's looking, about 4 feet in front. You see, he's looking at this slope. just as it starts to gain speed, it'll just rip by that hole. So he's got to really watch the speed coming down to about 10 feet short of the hole.
Gary, from down here, Gary, that putt looks awfully quick. I know you've been watching these things all day, but this looks really slick.
Peter, there hasn't been a guy from here so far that hasn't hit it at least 5 feet by the hole. Nick Price was to the left and hit one of the great putts I've seen from about 50 feet, and he hit it about 3 or 4 inches, and that's the only guy close. And if I talk loud enough, Tiger can hear me right down there. So. Whoa, he's got his hand on his head. Whoa, he's saying, whoa.
Gary, that ball was sitting down in a nasty little depression. It just came out with that top spin, you know, you get like when you hit it too hard with a descending blow.
He hit the putt, and he took one step, and he grabbed his hat, and he just started hollering, whoa. Now, right there, he knows, oh, what have I done? Oh, no, my goodness, stay on the green. Hits that ball a little harder, just a little harder, and that ball would go 30 yards down the hill. Let's go to 17.
Skip Kendall from the fringe on 17. Not a bad putt, uphill left to right. Kendall had to hit a 3-iron. Got to the back fringe, just a gentle 4 for Sergio. We'll go back, first of all, to the 16th.
Peter Costas, he's got a good 10 to 12 feet left as Mike Weir is down there. You can see the top of the green. This is way up on the hill. He's just trying to get everything loose right now.
Yeah, Gary, it's outside of 12 feet for sure.
And there's Mike. He's going to have those trees. He's going to have to hit another slice up to this green, which is perched probably about 40, 50 feet above where he is. Peter, this has been a pretty easy putt to make because most of the players have been down there and most of them have made this putt.
Well, it's what you'd like to have. It's uphill, it's a little right to left, and he can be aggressive with it.
Solid putt right there. Knuckle crunch there with Steve Williams, his caddy. And Mike has got that. I don't know what he's doing. I think that grass was too heavy for him there. Just going to let go. Do anything to stay loose. Trying to figure out the wind right now. Let's go to 17.
Sergio Garcia to get to 9 under par. Uphill right to left. He liked it. He loved it. And the fans love it too. Great birdie for Sergio. Back to 9 under par. He's probably going to make the European Ryder Cup team. He's trying to get his card in the States. He's already clinched his card in Europe. What a career already. To the 18th.
Stuart Sink to the 18th green.
Oh, got away with it.
Yep.
Got away with it.
17. A little walk up the hill for Tiger Woods to the 17th tee. And a similar predicament to the one over at 13. Elevated tee across water. Can you judge the wind? Back to the 16th.
Wind's kind of died down right now. David Ferdy not blowing much up here.
Well, he can't feel it down in the fairway either. He's got 197 yards, Gary, and his problem is these big oaks on the left overhang his line to the hole, so expect to see this one towards the middle of the green.
Yeah, long right has been very popular.
That's a 3-iron. Oh, great shot. Just snicked a leaf.
Great shot we've got. Great shot. Yes.
That's a good shot.
Absolutely. Just barely past pin high. He's going to have a nice downhill birdie putt at it. Excellent shot. And let's go to 18.
Well, we saw earlier at 18, Brian Watts hole it from the second fringe, chipped it in for a par. Now Sink on that same line. That was for birdie. Look out.
Very aggressive.
All right. High drama over at your hole today, Usta. Even had an ace.
6 birdies and an ace, and now Tiger Woods.
205 going with a 5-iron dead into the wind, although it's calm at this moment, Peter.
Both Tiger and Lee had trouble on the 13th. Similar wind conditions.
You know, this is a little bit out to the right, but it should be enough to carry that bunker.
It does. An aggressive play and a good result for Tiger. Five bogeys for the week, 16 birdies, and 31 pars. To the 18th.
And Hale Irwin. This is for par.
Missed the green on the right-hand side in the rough. Pitch it back to here.
Ooh,
it's been a long day, Jimmy.
Yep. Everyone was hoping it could last. The golden run could maybe go 2 more days, but it comes to a halt. He'll always have the warm memories at the 18th green of this putt back in 1990. 72nd hole.
So will Mike Donald remember that, Jimmy.
He beat Mike the next day in a playoff. Had to go to a 19th hole. Irwin's 3rd Open championship. Wonder if any of the young players that will contend tomorrow have a sense of history. It's not that far back, 90. Maybe have something special in store tomorrow. There's a par save for Sink.
Well, good round at 68, 9 under for the moment. 2 shots out of the lead and very much in the hunt. Those are very impressive scores here. 69, 70, 68, -9, Jimmy.
Sink the first to post 9 under. Garcia, if he wants to have a chance at playing with Tiger on Sunday, he must birdie the 18th. Because Sink's already in at 9.
Yeah, that away. Absolutely perfect.
Yep, turn that one over.
Tiger striding across the bridge at 17. A very solid iron shot, giving himself a chance for a birdie. He's holed out nicely. Great second putt at 16. His sand play is much improved. We've seen some remarkable pitching. Remember how he won at Memorial? Some unbelievable shots there. So all around, Tiger on top of things. And earlier today, we've only had 6 birdies as the last groups come. But earlier today, a 3-iron for Mark Brooks, a past PGA champion. An unlikely pin placement to have a hole in one. But thank you, Mark Brooks. And he finished 3 under par with a 70 today. Brilliant shot. Huge galleries throughout the week. Very enthusiastic crowds. No surprise that the PGA Championship is coming back here in the year 2006, and the Ryder Cup will be here in 2011. And the PGA enjoy coming to the Windy City and the golf fans, and to Medinah. Beautiful setting going across the lake at the second hole of par 3, at the 13th of par 3, and at the 17th. Alphabetical scores for your favorite players. Great play by Stuart Sink. 9 under par. Fred Couples, a triple bogey at 16, hurt his score. Frank Baxen back from injury. We'll go to the 16th.
Jay Haas, 6 under, trying to get some redemption. Oh, a scornful day it has been for Jay Haas. Still got a smile on your face. That away, Jay. Let's go back to 17.
Where first to play will be Lee Westwood. 3-iron for Westwood, 5-iron for Tiger. First of all, the 18th.
Skip Kendall. Tee shot hit a tree and went back. That from about 260.
Tell you what, that is pretty good for where he is. He's got a little bunker play to go over, but the hole is well back, so he's got a good chance to save par.
16.
Mike Weir for a birdie. You can see where he's playing it, and it's really fast. You can't gun it. Good roll right there. Wow. Just a little less speed. He has got to be absolutely full of confidence now going into the last round. Finishes this one off, and let's go to 18.
And Garcia.
That's from 170 yards, 6-iron, trying to bring it right to left. And we'll find the bunker. If he's got it on the bottom part of the bunker, it's not that difficult of a bunker shot.
Back to 16.
Mike Weir makes a par on the most difficult hole on the golf course. Very easy par. Not many of those today. Let's go to 17.
Where Tiger has been looking at this putt from every angle.
His ball was right on the edge of the green, Peter, and asked for the rules official to come over, and Shane Reynolds gave him a favorable ruling that he was on the green, so able to mark and clean. And it's important for Tiger because he puts that line on the ball, and he loves to get it set for the direction he wants the ball to start, so then he thinks nothing but speed.
Most players who have taken this line off the tee have caught that right bunker. It's Tiger with the extra power, able to come over the sand and stop pin high. A little wiggly late in the day, but never really on line for a birdie. Yeah, good solid par 3. Birdied the hole the first day, 3 yesterday in very difficult conditions, and a good 3 today to the 18th.
The ovation for the 19-year-old sensation Sergio Garcia.
You think he enjoys the game watching him? You think he gets a big kick out of it? He is just enjoying every minute of it. And it's amazing how far he can hit it. He's not that big, and he just can rip it.
Kenny, it's amazing to think about some of the potential rivalries this game is about to enjoy. Let's go back to 17.
Where Lee Westwood has really struggled. I really enjoyed the way he was chipping and putting, keeping the score going early on, but I think the mud on the ball at number 8. A couple of other things didn't go his way. Then the crowd at 15 after Tiger and those contortions out of the trees. I think the crowd was moving. That upset Westwood, who of course in Europe is a fan. Everybody stands very still and quiet when Westwood plays in Europe. It's always a battle playing with Tiger Woods for anybody.
He's definitely lost his patience, Peter, electing to go with driver at 15, driver at 16, and he's played with great rapidity.
Well, he's a very good player. His shoulder was bothering him earlier in the season. He's turned it around quite well. A few top 10s and then 2 wins. As we look down across the lake back to the tee, which is quite sheltered from whatever breeze there is. It seems to have lessened now. David Fairty.
Well, back into the breeze here, and he's got 4-iron. And he should like this flag up in the back right.
With the wind, a left-hander able to get a strong draw, a little more penetrating trajectory than the fade that the right-hander has to hit to try and get back to today's back right pin placement. Watch the routine again. So what he visualizes Nick Price's takeaway to be.
Another good looking shot just left of the hole. What a round of golf he's played today.
Tremendous shot. Qualifying school at the end of last year. He was Rookie of the Year on the Canadian Tour. He also led the Canadian Tour, but doing so well to the 18th tee.
Tiger. And that ball straightening out, Kenny.
That's down the right side with the driver.
That should, with his driver, he's going to get in the rough there. That ball just got of sight.
Bunker shot, Garcia. Oh, yes. Giving himself an excellent chance to save par. He's 2 behind Tiger Woods.
Test your investing IQ. Is A better or B? Fine. Next question. Do you prefer A or B? If you selected B, you might be interested in Unlimited Advantage from Merrill Lynch. For a simple annual fee, you get the tools you need to help you achieve your financial goals. After all, when you succeed, we succeed.
The meeting's Friday.
Who's got the charts?
Joanne. I'm sitting in for Joanne.
Where's Sam?
I'm Sam today. Thought I was Sam.
No, she's Sam.
So when do we see the charts? Wednesday?
I'm in Pittsburgh Wednesday.
Sam's in Pittsburgh.
I'm in Pittsburgh. Sam's in Spokane. I'll be there Thursday.
Spokane?
Pittsburgh.
I'll be here.
Who are you?
Today you're in real life.
Greens fees, $116. Lunch at the turn, $13.50. Balls, tees, $36. Hole in one. And a witness, priceless. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard, official card of the PGA Tour and friend to golfers everywhere.
I'm Cheryl Atkinson. Steve Forbes looking good at the best Iowa straw poll money can buy, and a crackdown on criminals with guns on tonight's CBS Evening News.
We are back at 18 live, and Sergio Garcia with this putt for par.
The way it's going right now, Sergio gets in. Stewart, Sink, and Sergio Garcia will be in the second group from the last. Woods will play with Weir. No doubt.
Yep, there you go. Sergio back from his 73 second round with a 68 score, round 3. The top 4 players have really brought on some separation now from the rest of the field. You go from 4th to 5th is a 3-shot differential from Garcia and Sink. Back to Furyk and others at -6.
I don't see anybody higher than 6 of having a chance.
Kendall earlier for his par. Ooh, he robbed.
Thought he had it.
So he's with Furyk and Price at -6. Jay Haas on the course. So the 4 at the top: Woods, then Weir, Garcia, and Sink. You got a 23-year-old leader, 29-year-old second place showing here by unknown before this week by the masses. Tomorrow, 18-hole coverage, 1:30 Eastern time. I look forward to having you with us. It should be someday here. 23, 29, and 19-year-old Garcia, a 26-year-old Stewart Sink. Wow. Let's go back over to 17.
Where Jay Haas is summing up his birdie try. David Ferty's had a close look at the line.
Well, it's kind of a tough one. Looks like it might want to go a little left, actually, up the hill. And boy, does he deserve to make one.
And it's enough uphill that the players seem to misjudge it and come up just a little short. The ball doesn't hold its line. He's still on a tie for 5th place, but 11 behind Tiger Woods. Excuse me, 5 behind Tiger Woods, who is 11 under, 4 behind Mike Weir. The stroke, very solid, straight back, straight through. But misreading reading it, we'll go to Tiger.
From 190 yards, this is a 9-iron out of a reasonable lie.
Well, he's won 7 of the 8 times he has led. We've mentioned this before. The one time he did not win when sitting on a Saturday night lead was the first time he held that position. It was at the what was now known as the John Deere Classic in '96, and Ed Fiore was able to overtake him that Sunday and win the tournament. But he's won 7 straight times when sitting on the Saturday night lead. Now that's amazing, that record. Did you ever have anything like that, Ken?
Yeah, I did, Jimmy. When I first started Tour 57 and 8, all the first 6 tournaments that I won, I was leading going into the last round and won by the same amount that I was leading by. But I didn't hit it quite this far, and I didn't hit that.
Mike Weir's putt for a birdie. What a stroke. What a stroke. Lost his card last year, 131st on the money list, went to the qualifying school, led that, 64 in the last round, 50th on the money list, and he's tied for the lead. Beautiful birdie too at the difficult 17th. Tremendous birdie, great tee shot, looks simple, it's got a great swing, everything together, confident, and there was never a doubt. 2 players at 11 under, 2 players at 9 under, and then a big gap too. Jay Haas and company at 6 under par. Let's go to the 18th.
So Tiger has been joined at 11 under.
Tiger just over the green, but Westwood will be first to play. He kind of lost his composure in about the last 10 or 11 holes, hasn't he, Jimmy? He just didn't seem like with it.
Westwood, you mean?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. He just after he had that mud on the ball, and then after having problems with the gallery and things like this, he kind of just played faster. As they said, he was taking out drivers where he should have been hitting 3-woods.
Reminder for a complete wrap-up of today's action from the PGA Championship. Click on golf at CBS Sportsline or on America Online. That's your keyword, CBS Sportsline.
He's got some green to work with. She's got a pretty good lie. That's going to have to get some go in it.
Not bad. Look at this.
A bit more go. Right on line. I'll tell you what. He got everything out of that he could.
Weir on the tee. Look out right.
Boy, look out. That's right behind that tree. I don't know how far deeper that went into, Jim.
It's going to be a tough play.
Yeah.
They have posted Weir's birdie on the enlarged scoreboard fronting the 18th green. I'm sure Tiger has taken notice. He heard the roar.
Well, the one thing, if you miss it 18, you want to miss it right, because you can get on the green, but if you miss it left, you're really in jail. So Tiger now from over the green, little flop shot.
You wouldn't be surprised if he made it, right?
No, I would not be surprised if he made it.
Well, He's going to have to make about a 3-footer for par.
At least that. He's got, that's good. That's good 4 feet, 4.5 feet.
You know, Kenny, the one thing about Tiger's round today, he's hit a few loose shots, but every one of them, he's missed them in the appropriate place. Right off the tee, a little long here, so he's chipping uphill, as opposed to Lee Westwood, who's just missed it absolutely in the worst place possible every time he hit a bad shot.
Well, that's course management, knowing when to go for him and when not to go for it.
He only hit half the fairways. Managed to hit 2/3 greens in regulation.
So he'll have this from back 1 putt here. If he makes this, he'll have 27 putts. He leads in the categories, Jimmy. He leads in the driving, but he's not in the top 10 in greens and regulations, and he's not in the top 10 in putting, and not in fairways hit. Hale Irwin was the top of that with most fairways hit for the first 36 holes.
He needs this putt for 68. Anything about this round at all that we've watched from the very start that surprised you, Kenny?
Well, the one that he made from off the green where he putted up the hill and over there was a big putt. But I think that was what, 6?
6.
And but you know, he's got his hole card, and that's the par 5s, and he has played them brilliantly. But the one, Mike Weir, I mean, that has just been a Cinderella story.
We were driving out here this morning. I said, what do you think the lead score will be today, at the end of the day?
What'd I say?
You know what you said. 11. And a par save for Tiger. In with 68.
Well, it's not hard to figure out what the pairing's going to be tomorrow. Impressive scores. Now Westwood has to get this in and regroup himself.
He's backed up so much, he's going to have to pull something off if he wants any chance at all, like what happened 3 weeks ago at the Dutch Open. He shot a final round 63.
But he's going to have to duplicate that if he makes this for 74, and I think that's the number he'll have to duplicate if he expects to win the tournament.
Won the Dutch Open. The following week won the European Opens. Final round 65 to overtake Darren Clark. And this for par.
Well, disappointing 74, and he's glad to get this over and out with. And when you can not hit the shots that you're capable of, and the highest score you can shoot is 74, he's going to have to regroup and see what he's doing. So he lost a lot of ground today.
They shake hands. They'll see one another at the Ryder Cup next month. In fact, last go round in '97, Faldo and Westwood beat Woods and O'Meara in a Saturday afternoon foursomes match.
David, what's happening out there, my man?
Well, we got Jay Haas is going to be up first from just short of the left-hand fairway bunker from not a particularly good lie, Kenny, and 206 yards. This is a 5-iron he's trying to force out.
All he wants to do is get it somewhere on the green, somewhere to the right, but he'll leave himself a long putt if he does hit the green.
Well, that's just short of the front left bunker.
Yes.
Yeah, funny little pitch from there.
You can't do much from that left-hand side. You can get away with it on the right-hand side, but with the hole cut to the back left and you drive left rough or left side, you have a very, very difficult shot.
All right, let's see if Mike Weir can make a par.
Well, he's got 191 yards here, Jimmy, and a much better lie. His problem is he's got a kind of an overhanging oak tree here on his line to the front of the green.
I see it right there coming in. I don't look for this to be coming in very high. I think where he wants to go is right about in there.
Oh, that one came out squealing.
No, right in the middle of that bunker.
Well, it's not a difficult bunker shot. In fact, it's on the side of the hill. We'll see what happens.
Actually, yeah, Kenny, he's on the upslope, so that should be helpful. Woods is in with 68. Weir trying to match him with the 54-hole lead.
It's here. It's real. A way to combine voice, video, data, and internet we call Sprint Ion. Integrated on-demand network.
Can we see it from the south side?
Sure.
Great job.
But it's not just about how Sprint Iron will help you bring products and services to market faster. It's about facing your stockholders with a smile. Isn't that the point of contact?
Ask your doctor about Viagra.
Stop assuming that just because you're hugging one of these, you can't have a car that was made for hugging these. Alero, with the road-hugging active response system. Start feeling connected. Alero by Oldsmobile. Start something.
CBS Sports presentation of the 1999 PGA Championship is sponsored by Sprint. Catch up with your old friends 7 nights a week with Sprint Nickel Nights. And by Pfizer, where life is our life's work.
Tonight, the NFL on CBS, the Jets and the Green Bay Packers. Greg Gumbel, Phil Simms will have the call from Lambeau Field, 8 o'clock Eastern time here on CBS. And let's go down to Peter Costas.
Thanks, Jim. I'm here with Tiger. And Tiger, you know, everybody talks about your length, your power, your golf swing. Tell you what impressed me today was the way you managed your game. You hit a few loose shots, but every time you missed it where you could advance it and get away with things.
Yeah, that's the whole idea. I know the way today was, I was feeling, I really didn't have the shots I did yesterday. For some reason, I didn't feel as comfortable, but I figure if I can miss the ball in the right place, I can just trust my short game and bail me out.
Well, good luck tomorrow. You and Mike Weir, you were paired together at the Western, I believe, in the final round, so it looks like it'll be the same tomorrow.
You got it. We'll have a lot of fun tomorrow.
Good luck, Tiger. Back up to 18.
Jay Haas.
Got a pretty good lie there. Green to work with. He'll flop this up there. Come on, get close there, Jay. Get close in there. Atta boy. On the back nine, he has had all pars. He had bogeys today at the 3rd, the 4th, and the 9th, and then he proceeded to has had 8 straight pars, and this would probably be 9 straight pars on the back nine.
The leader or co-leader since 1958, when this tournament went from match play to medal, going on to win over 50% of the time. And this man would like to be the co-leader. Down and 2 from the sand. He'll share the spotlight with Tiger going into Sunday. Mike Weir.
Boy, he's got a little bit uphill, a little easy there. Just should be a very cakewalk for him. And it's going to be a little more than a cakewalk now. That bunker shot, that was not that difficult of a bunker shot, and it seemed to me he played that a lot faster than the other shots.
All these aerial views today on a gorgeous Chicago afternoon provided by the MetLife Blimp. And our thanks to that crew for some exceptional coverage today.
Well, they got some magnificent trees around here. These three golf courses. What a place. Amazing how so many people can become so quiet. Jay Haas is looking over his putt from behind the green, and now Mike Weir is going to take a good hard look at this. His stroke has been very, very solid today. He's only missed one, really putt that he should have made. I mean, from short distance, but he's got such a pure stroke. Really. And he's got the shadows there now, which is going to be a little difficult. So he's take a good look at this.
No Canadian, Kenny, has ever won a major championship. This young man resides now in Utah.
Let me see here. Look at this.
Oh, yes, what a save.
Any questions? He is cool as a cucumber.
I'm telling you.
Look at that. Thank you. And look at this. A pairing that resembles the one that was at the Western Open. He'll play with Tiger Woods tomorrow, and Sergio will play with Stewart Cink. Pretty impressive pairings, be good. I was really sad, though, today that for Jay Haas and Hale Irwin, I wish they could have had better days. And I'm sure they're very disappointed.
Boy, it's been Group W pairings, if you will, for Tiger. He played with Watson the first 2 days, Westwood the third round, and Weir on Saturday. Just about covered it, except for Lanny Watkins.
Yeah.
Jay Haas 75, all pars on the back.
Just couldn't get anything to drop today, and it was a slow start. But I'll tell you what, he doesn't have to be embarrassed.
Tiger and Weir, they will meet in the final pairing in Chicago for the second time in a month. Weir actually had the better score at Cog Hill, but he just started the last day too far back. He shot 70. Tiger shot 71 en route to winning that Western Open title at Cog Hill for a second time. Nick Price 69 today. He's in the group at 6. 2 strokes back. You got Colin Montgomery and company.
6 is the number. Anything higher than 6, I mean lower than 6 there, you can't win. I think first page and one more on the second page are the ones that only have a chance.
What a day it's going to be, Kenny. Can hardly wait.
It's been fun. I say we have seen a cross-section of all the players from 19 years old to Hale Irwin at 54. It's been an exciting day.
It was the day for youth, though, here on Saturday. I mean, just look at the top 4 names. 23-year-old Tiger Woods, Mike Weir at 29. He went through the Q school 7 times before securing his position. 19-year-old Garcia, 26-year-old Cink. Will Sergio become tomorrow the youngest winner of a major championship this century? Or will Mike Weir have the wherewithal to allow Canada to have its first champion? Stewart Cink, he's in the picture. And Mike Weir, there he is. Tiger Woods. Some would argue it would be only fitting that he would close out the century, the last major, with his first PGA Championship. We'll be here tomorrow, 1:30 Eastern Time. Until then, good night.
We argue all the time as to who has the better lawn, and really